Hi everyone. I decided I'd film this video here beside my banana plant just because the topic of today's video. What I wanted to spend just a few minutes speaking about is grief and supporting a person that's in palliative care. What I wanted to focus on in this video was a few of the ideas that I'm using with someone that I'm incredibly close with who's terminally ill with cancer. You know, sometimes the things that I found with my hips is that it's so important to focus on what actually works, even if it's like this, and what doesn't work is a great big circle, that in the care, or when someone's in palliative care, focusing on what you can do, that little circle, becomes really important. You know, it's a shift in mindset. It's quantity doesn't matter anymore, but quality does. And so focusing on what you can do is more important than, you know, if there's only a few days left or a few weeks or months left. There's two ideas that I wanted to share in this video. The first idea is that I've been using the internet to play Scrabble with this person. So there's the game Scrabble that we play, but before we start the game, we connect using Skype and our webcams so that we can talk to one another, and the game is kind of a medium or a forum for a meaningful conversation. But if you don't have anything to say, simply spending time with the person is equally valuable. Like when I've had any of my orthopedic surgeries, I always enjoyed a visit, even if the person really didn't have a heck of a lot to say. That they made the effort is what counted to me. And it's the same when you're in a situation with someone in palliative care, that you made the effort, and honestly that you'd make someone's day for the effort you put into, even if it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So using the internet to play whatever game might be a good option. So just to mention this to you, you know, when I've gone through my orthopedic surgeries, it takes a heck of a lot of your energy and your stamina out of you. So playing a game that's high action and high energy might not be the best option at this time. Part of this is asking the person that's going to pass away what they want, what their wishes are, what they can do, and then creating an atmosphere where the person can say, I need to stop now, or I need to have a rest now, and then you continue the next day, or you start a new game the next day. So there needs to be the opportunity to be honest and not have the person going through this being in a caregiver type of mode, but receiving support and being able to sense that someone cares about them. So Scrabble is not a high action game, and you can stop at any point, and it's working really, really well. The other idea that I wanted to share was when the person's resting, they may wake up and have some energy, but not have as much energy needed for visiting someone. So you need to have something to do during that block of time. And I want to encourage you to consider word searches, Sudokus, or what I saw on Twitter on Saturday was a word circle. So it's a bunch of letters with one in the middle, and the idea is to figure out how many words can be made out of that group of letters. And It may only take 5 minutes to complete it, but it helps the person be present in the here and now. And instead of your attention, I've got cancer or I'm going to die, it's over here and enjoying what life remains for them to have. So thinking of things to do that they can do on their own or be in bed and take care of is also really important. There's also ebooks for reading or audiobooks for having the story read to them. There's 101, word searches, puzzles, painting, drawing, sketching that could be done. Or there's also the option of watching a favorite video series. So part of this comes down to knowing the person, or you could just be like me and outright ask, what can I do for you? What do you want? What would help you pass the time? And then being willing to listen to whatever comes out of their mouth and not judging them for whatever that decision is. And then being sensitive enough that you don't talk them or visit with them to the point of exhaustion, but you meet space of conversation, like talk late morning and then talk in the evening or mid-afternoon. Maybe they have their breakfast, a rest, lunch, and then stay up and you talk to them maybe at 2:30, then they may have a rest after that. So it's just thinking things through, not from your perspective, but what might work, and then being willing to listen to ideas. I mean, the other way to go about this is to contact a local nursing home and ask them what they do to help their seniors pass the time, either when they're in isolation, like if they've had a cough, cold, diarrhea, or some other ailment, what they would do to pass the time, and then see if that might work. Or you just say to the nursing home, what are activities that you recommend for someone that's in palliative care, and see how it goes. And some of this is going to be trial and error. May not always work, but I think effort goes a long way for appreciation that you invested in the person's life. So these were the two things that I wanted to mention to you today, and then a few other things that have popped in my mind while I've been filming this video. I know that dealing with death isn't always easy, but it is part of life, and we really are only here for a short while, and we want to make our time on earth count. Thanks so much for this time that you spent with me today. Bye for now.